The devil has come to destroy, steal, and kill. But Jesus Christ has come to give us life and life in abundance. Hello, my name is Araeli Cetino Tino, and I used to live in depression, isolation, and sadness and discouragement. But since began learning about Jesus Christ, about the devil, my life has changed a lot. Now I know what is good and what is bad. I make decisions easily than before. That's why I will talk to you about how the devil has made me feel most of the time. Secondly, I will let you know that I used to refuse to recognize God as my Savior. Lastly, I will discuss with you about my plan in order to make God to feel extremely happy. The devil has made me feel like a loser, something who doesn't have values. That is how the devil has made me feel. As a result, I haven't had success in my life because I don't have a strong mindset. I have ever wanted to jump from a bridge, as I said before, because life is quite challenging. It's really devastating sometimes. But I could overcome those situations once I began learning about Jesus Christ. I realized that the devil is the father of the lies. So we have to keep in mind that and ask God for wisdom, and that is how I have done. I usually ask God for wisdom in the morning before going to bed. I I thank Him for everything, and I feel now really well. In the past, I used to refuse to recognize God as my Savior. It was because my pride was too much. I believed that I didn't need to recognize God as my Savior. I believed that I could do everything by my own. But it was a lie from the devil, because without God I can't live. It's really challenging sometimes to recognize God as our Savior, since we are human beings and we usually want to believe that we have skills, we are intelligent, and it is true. However, without God, we cannot do anything. Fortunately, now I know that God is my Savior. It's easier for me to keep chasing my dreams, and I'm extremely happy because those changes has happened in my life for good. Lastly, okay, I am planning to give to church my 50% of salary. It is because I'm deeply grateful to God for His support. I am doing really well. My family is doing really well. He is Dylan and she's Emily. And God has changed my mind. There is a phrase who I wrote in the past. It says, I hear voices in my mind who says you cannot do anything. Okay? Um, that's why I'm willing to give Jesus Christ my 50% of my salary. My brother told me that my brother is the pastor actually. He told me that the money will help to keep building the church. So it's really good for me to know that. In conclusion, we have to recognize God as our savior, and we have to realize that Satan is the father of the lies. We are gonna keep suffering from depression, isolation, once we don't recognize that God is our savior. We are gonna keep watching that there are people who will decide to jump from Inciencio Bridge, and that is because there are problems. Satan is making people feel discouraged and disappointed, and we have to work together to avoid those kind of situations here in our city. Okay, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for paying attention to me, and bye bye.